In this video, let's see how you can set up Bharat Connect in Zoho Books. The Bharat Connect solution in Zoho Books serves as an interoperable platform that brings together buyers and sellers, allowing them to exchange transaction data digitally and in real time. By setting up, you can automatically sync transactions with your vendors and customers in real time, push and receive payment records effortlessly via Bharat Connect, reconcile payments automatically, saving time and reducing errors. Before setting up, ensure you are either the business owner or an authorized person to share business details and set up Bharat Connect in Zoho Books. We will cover the following topics and see how you can facilitate seamless B2B transactions. To set up Bharat Connect in your organization, go to Settings and under Integrations and Marketplace, click Bharat Connect. Here, click Setup Now. In the pop-up, ensure you are either the business owner or an authorized person to share business details and set up Bharat Connect in Zoho Books. Mark this box to confirm and click Proceed. You would need to complete these 3 steps in the pop-up to get started. First, let's enter your business details and verify your GSTIN for secure transactions. Before proceeding, ensure API access is enabled at your GST portal. In the pop-up, select your GSTIN from the drop-down. If you have multiple GSTINs, select the one you'll use for Bharat Connect B2B transactions. Enter your legal business name and GSTIN username. Select your business type. Click Get OTP and enter the 6-digit OTP received on your GSTIN registered mobile number or email address. Then, click Verify OTP to confirm your GSTIN details. Once your GSTIN is verified, let's proceed to confirm your mobile number. Enter the mobile number you want to register with Bharat Connect and click Get OTP. Enter the OTP received and then click Verify OTP to confirm your mobile number. Once your mobile number is verified, you can create your B2B ID. B2B ID is a unique identifier created by businesses within the Bharat Connect network, which allows businesses to communicate seamlessly through the network. To create your B2B ID, select one of the suggested options, or you can click here to refer guidelines and create a B2B ID. While creating a B2B entry, ensure your B2B ID clearly represents your brand or organization. Note, once your B2B ID is created, it cannot be modified. If you wish to delete it, please contact support.india@zohobooks.com. Check the box to agree to the terms and conditions. And click Save and Submit. Your details will be forwarded to the Bharat Connect network. Your B2B ID will be activated in a while, and then you can start linking and transacting with your customers and vendors. After your B2B ID is created and the setup is complete, you can fetch and associate B2B IDs with your vendors and customers using their GSTIN. You can either fetch B2B IDs one by one for each contact or fetch them in bulk if you are dealing with multiple vendors and customers. To associate B2B IDs in bulk, click More and select Search Contacts in Bharat Connect. This will initiate a search for B2B IDs using your contacts' GSTINs. Click Link now after the B2B IDs of your contacts are fetched. Note, this button will only be available after fetching contacts' B2B IDs. Fetching the details may take some time. You will receive an in-app notification once the process is complete. Select the contacts and click Link now. The B2B IDs of the selected contacts will be updated. To fetch individually for each contact, navigate to the Customers or Vendors module. For the purpose of the video, let's go to the Customers module. Select a customer and click Edit. In the Other Details section, click Fetch from GSTIN next to B2B ID. If multiple B2B IDs are retrieved for the given GSTIN, you will be prompted to select the appropriate B2B ID from the drop-down. And click Save. The B2B ID of the customer will be updated. Once you've set up Bharat Connect and linked B2B IDs to your customers and vendors, you can start creating transactions. This includes creating and pushing invoices and purchase orders, credit and debit notes, accepting sales orders and bills, pushing payment records, and recording payments received. Let's see how you can create purchase orders and push them to your vendors via Bharat Connect. To do this, go to the Purchases module. Click the plus icon to create a new order. Select a Bharat Connect registered vendor from the drop-down. Enter the required details. Once done, click Save and Send via Bharat Connect. This purchase order will be sent to your vendor via Bharat Connect. Initially, the status of the purchase order will be push initiated and will be in the draft state. Once your vendor receives the purchase order, the status will change to awaiting response and will be marked as issued. You can push the purchase orders that are already created one by one. Click the drop-down here to drill down the purchase orders that are yet to be pushed. Select a purchase order and click Push via Bharat Connect. You can also click the three-dotted icon and push via Bharat Connect from here. You can also push the purchase orders via Bharat Connect in bulk. Select the purchase orders and click the Push via Bharat Connect button here. When you create a purchase order for your organization and push it via Bharat Connect, your vendor will receive it as a sales order. They will have to go to the Sales Order module. Navigate to the Received via Bharat Connect tab. Under the Bharat Connect Action Pending filter, hover over the sales order. They can either create and save or reject the sales order. If they wish to accept the sales order, they can click Create and go ahead to verify all the details. If the item details shown here do not exist in their organization, they can click here to either match it with an existing item in their organization or create a new one. Once done, they can click Save and Accept. Once they have accepted the sales order, the confirmation will be forwarded via Bharat Connect. During this process, the status will be shown as Acceptance in Progress and will be in the draft state. Once the sales order is successfully accepted via Bharat Connect, the status will update to Sales Order Accepted and will be marked as confirmed. Correspondingly, the associated purchase order status will also change to Purchase Order Accepted for you. Then, they can create an invoice from the accepted sales order and push it to you via Bharat Connect. Here's how they can do it. Click Convert and select Convert to Invoice. Verify all the details and click Save and Send via Bharat Connect. The transaction has been pushed via Bharat Connect, and the status will be push initiated, and the invoice will be in the draft state. Once you receive the invoice as a bill, the status will change to awaiting response and will be marked as sent. Your vendor can push the invoices that are already created one by one. Here's how they can do it. Click the drop-down here to drill down the invoices that are yet to be pushed. Select an invoice and click Push via Bharat Connect. They can also click the three-dotted icon and push via Bharat Connect from here. They can also push the invoices via Bharat Connect in bulk. Select the invoices and click the Push via Bharat Connect button here. Once your vendor pushes the invoices via Bharat Connect, you can view the bill details in the Bills module. Here, navigate to the Received via Bharat Connect tab. Under the Bharat Connect Action Pending filter, hover over the bill. You can either create and save or reject the bill. If you wish to accept the bill, click Create and go ahead to verify all the details. If the item details shown here do not exist in your organization, you can click here to either match it with an existing item in your organization or create a new one. Once an item is matched, it will automatically be associated with the corresponding item for all future transactions. Once done, click Save and Accept. Once you accept the bill, the confirmation will be forwarded via Bharat Connect. During this process, the status will be shown as Acceptance in Progress and will be in draft state. Once the bill is successfully accepted via Bharat Connect, the status will update to Bill Accepted and will be marked as Open. Correspondingly, the associated invoice status will also change to Invoice Accepted for your vendor. Let's see how you can record payment for a bill and push it via Bharat Connect. Click Record Payment. Enter the payment amount and the rest of the details. Then, click Save and Send via Bharat Connect. The payment made will be associated with the bill, and the payment will be in draft state. Initially, the status of the payment record will be payment sent. Once the payment record is successfully pushed via Bharat Connect your vendor, the status will change to payment pushed. Once you push the payment records via Bharat Connect, your vendor can accept or reject them. Your vendor can go to the Payments Received module and navigate to the Received via Bharat Connect tab. Under the Bharat Connect Action Pending filter, hover over the payment record. They can either create and save or reject the payment record. If they wish to accept the payment record, they can click Create and go ahead to verify all the details. Once done, they can click Save and Accept. Once the payment record is accepted, the confirmation will be forwarded via Bharat Connect. During this process, the status will be shown as Acceptance in Progress. The state of the payment record will change to Paid. Once the payment record is successfully recorded via Bharat Connect, the status will change to Payment Received. Correspondingly, your payment record status will change to Payment Accepted. Let's see how you can create a vendor credit for your vendors and push it via Bharat Connect. You can either create one from the Vendor Credit module or go to the Bills module and select a bill for which you want to create a vendor credit. Click the More icon and select Create Vendor Credits. In the pop-up, click Proceed. Here, the bill will automatically be associated. Verify and fill in all the details, and click Save and Send via Bharat Connect. The transaction has been pushed via Bharat Connect, and the status will be Push Initiated. Once your vendor receives the vendor credit, the status will change to Awaiting Response. Note: creating vendor credit from unpaid bills will automatically apply the credit amount to the associated bill. If you want to create one without applying to any bills, you can create one from the Vendor Credit module and push via Bharat Connect. Once you push vendor credits via Bharat Connect your vendor's organization, they can view them in the Credit Notes module. Here, they have to navigate to the Received via Bharat Connect tab. Under the Bharat Connect Action Pending filter, hover over the credit note and click Create. As you can see, the respective invoice is associated with the credit amount applied. Verify the details and click Save and Accept. Once the credit note is accepted, the confirmation will be forwarded via Bharat Connect. During this process, the status will be shown as Acceptance in Progress and will be in draft state. Once the credit note is successfully recorded via Bharat Connect, the status will change to Credit Note Accepted and will be marked as closed. Correspondingly, the vendor credit status will also change to Vendor Credit Accepted. Similarly, your vendors can create credit notes and push them via Bharat Connect. For notes associated with a bill or invoice, ensure that the related transaction has also been pushed via Bharat Connect. You can permit the users in your organization to initiate and manage transactions via Bharat Connect. To do this, go to the Bharat Connect page. Click Manage Users. Select the users for whom you'd like to provide access, and click Add Users. The permissions will be updated for the selected users. If your business is registered for GST across multiple locations, you can associate them to Bharat Connect and carry out secure transactions. To do so, go to the Bharat Connect page. Click Associate GSTIN. Select the GSTIN and enter the GSTIN username. And click Get OTP. Enter the OTP and click Verify. You can click here to refer guidelines to create a B2B ID. After entering, click Save and Submit. Your details will be forwarded to the Bharat Connect network. Your B2B ID will be activated in a while. Once the B2B ID is activated, you can push and receive transactions with that GSTIN. To pay your bills securely and collect payments from your customers, let's submit additional details of your business and get fully on board. Click Complete Setup. Enter your business details, your registered business address, anticipated transaction values, upload your business documents, and click Save and Next. In the next section, enter the details of the individual engaged in the direction and control of the business and upload the requested documents for verification. Then, click Save and Next. Here, Provide the details of all the business owners with significant ownership in your business and upload necessary documents. Once done, click Save and Next. Enter the bank account details from which the payments should be initiated. And click Save and Next. In the following page, review the details and mark this box to agree to the terms of service and privacy policy of Bharat Connect. Then, click Submit. Once your KYC is completed, you can directly initiate and collect payments from the platform. And that brings us to the end of the video. If you have any questions or need assistance, reach out to our support team at support.india@zohobooks.com. You can also explore our detailed support documentation linked below to learn more about using Bharat Connect in Zoho Books. Thanks for watching.